It's the Animal Crossing podcast with the spiciest ladies on the internet. We have N64 Jen, who's fallen madly in love with Raymond and his new stocking cap.
Yes.
Yeah, she just says yes.
Yes. Hi, everybody.
And then there's Belle and her obsession with mushrooms. How are you, Belle?
I'm great.
She's had so many mushrooms on her island that she can't even play this game anymore for the month of December.
It's true. There's a lot of mushrooms.
There's a lot of mushrooms.
I'm just going to straighten Christmas lights on my mushroom.
Yeah.
That would be a great idea. That's what you should do.
Yep. Good idea. I'm N64 Josh. It's so good to see you guys or hear you guys, or I guess you just hear us and see us, but whatever. It's, it's good to see you ladies. How are you guys?
I'm great.
Okay.
I'm
Good.
doing good.
All right. Glad to hear it. Well, before we get started, if you guys want to take your Instagram photos to the next level, head on over to n64josh.com/ACIG and check out our Lightroom presets so that your photos can become beautiful. Beautiful.
Yep.
There's a large variety of presets to choose from, so check them out, n64josh.com/ACIG. Come on over to our Discord, n64josh.com/Discord, and send a message to Hoffman and say, hey, can I catalog everything in the game? And he'll reply, yes. Yes. And he'll give you the code. His catalog island is open almost 24/7. So come on over to the Discord if you'd like to get a hold of every item in the game. Lastly, hop on over to youtube.com/n64josh and check out the chill Animal Crossing music that I've been putting up. I got a nice little playlist if you need something to fall asleep to or study with, or maybe just want to read a book and listen to the wind and the fire and the waves or the waterfalls. So many great things in Animal Crossing. It's youtube.com/n64josh. Let's jump into our topics, shall we? Yesterday, we got to do island tours, and Jen, overall, how was your what was your impression of our island tours yesterday?
It was so much fun. I enjoyed myself so much. We laughed, and I love seeing everybody's creativity, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Belle, what did you think of our island tours yesterday?
It was a blast. It's absolutely my favorite thing. It was beyond hilarious.
Oh,
It was a good time.
Why was it so funny? What happened with the statue and a telescope that you ladies would like to maybe, tell us about your junior high moment in the island tours?
Junior high moment.
Yeah.
Oh, Belle, go ahead. Oh, that's great. Well, there's a certain statue. I actually don't even know what it's called, but it is.
I believe it's called a gallant statue or something like that.
Yeah, it's
gigantic. I'm just kidding.
So we were warned to not go into or to enter at our own risk this room, and so of course we had to check it out, and the statue.
You had to check it out.
It was an empty room with this giant statue with a telescope.
Pointed at a particular area.
At the statue. And a stool sitting right there, just so you could, take it all in. I don't know.
Take it all in.
No.
Take it all in.
Oh yeah, she'll be gone for a while. I'm gonna have to talk now. She's just gonna giggle in the background for a minute and a half or 7. Yeah, oh wow, she's got tears. There are tears in her eyes right now. You okay, Belle?
Okay. Yeah.
So let me tell you guys my perspective.
Okay.
Of what happened. So we walk into this room, and there's an elephant in the room, for lack of a better term, And
Exactly, I've never seen it.
Right. And so
we were running.
so I was like, well, this is a family-friendly program, so I'm going to go ahead and bounce. Not these two. No. Belle places herself right at the telescope, and Jen just does the shocked emoji over and over again, staring right at the elephant in the room. And they just continue to giggle like this, you know, like...
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah. Jen was laughing so hard she couldn't even take the right photos. She like...
I know. I was so mad.
Yeah, so stay tuned. I don't even... This is Twitter material. I don't even know if Instagram will allow it, will they?
Oh, goodness. We'll find out.
Well, the best part was every single island that we went to, like, for, I don't know, over half of the tour had the statue. It was perfect.
It was pretty funny. Yeah.
It was something else. Yeah, it was something
And
else.
then we even got gifted the statue.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hoffman had like 9 of them sitting out for us. He's like, here, take them all if you want. I was like, my pockets are full. But thank you.
Yeah, you were dropping fossils like crazy to grab you some statues.
Yep, I was. Hey, I got to turn in... So, to all you listeners out there, it saddens me to tell you this, that Belle has a complete museum with artwork, and
It's beautiful.
it
Somebody's jealous. Okay, listeners, just remember that.
I think so. I think that's what's going on here. Someone's super jelly.
And then, so when he gets jealous, he likes to throw shade.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what were you saying?
Yeah, back to you.
I feel like I'm being tag teamed right now. That's what this feels like. This feels...
Where was this originally going?
Yeah.
You were going right under the bus. That was the goal, and I was just gonna let Rover just keep... Or whoever, who's... I don't even know who's driving. Is the... Was there like a turtle that was the original...
A turtle, and that's Tortimer.
Taxi
the
driver?
mayor.
No, I know.
It's always been Rover. He brings you in on the train.
Well, on the train, he's talking to you. Was he talking to you while he was driving in like Wild World or City Folk? Do you remember? Somebody was...
Yeah.
You were like... He was driving a taxi.
I think you talked to him as you got up on the... Or, I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah. Anyway. So, Belle and her magical Animal Crossing hookups. One day we're going to get to the bottom of this. It's like an Animal Crossing mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unsolved mysteries.
And that's how it will stay.
You already know too much.
But the complete museum looks pretty cool. Except if you stand in one spot. I think it was Billy that pointed that out to us.
Yep.
Nice.
Stand in one spot and the elephant in the room reappears.
Yep.
It was great. He was like, stand right here. I was like, oh, thanks. Thanks for that.
I didn't even get it for such a long time. I was like, my camera keeps shifting at an angle. It's never done this in Animal Crossing. Why does it keep doing this? I kept trying to do it over and over again, and I was like, oh, good one, Animal Crossing. Good one.
Well, we were talking about like the memes and stuff that were going out. Like you'd see animals out with their magnifying glasses.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
put like flowers around the statue, they will like look up at it with their magnifying glass. Like it's just like the ultimate burn on the poor statue.
Yeah.
Feel bad for him.
Burn.
Yeah. Oh, magnifying glass. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
This is out of control. It is out of control. So it was a great time. Like seeing everybody's creativity is always super fun. We're gonna do this again in December. We also, this isn't necessarily Animal Crossing related, but in December I do a Christmas party on Twitch where I sing Christmas carols to everybody. So
that'll be fun.
Sometimes by request. This is like the fourth. I think this will be the 4th year of doing the N64 Josh Christmas party. So come show up for that. But we will have a sign up sheet for the island tours, and we want to kind of do some Animal Crossing like games or competitions, and with the ultimate goal of just really trying to foster community. And so one of the things we were talking about trying to come up with some game ideas that were like maybe involve the timer and fishing and maybe doing like a scavenger hunt where you had to dig up certain things, you know, on the island, and if you found the certain prize, you won, things like that. And so those are all in the works, but the main purpose of this is to really foster community, and especially since all of us are back pretty much in lockdown again. And I mean, did we ever really leave? Not really, but we want you guys to be able to take advantage of the Discord and really like growing and building relationships. Like right now, we are an example of just that. Like Belle would chat with us on Twitch, and then she joined the Discord. We started chatting. Her and Jen started chatting more, and relationship was formed. Mm-hmm. And it's awesome. And it all started from our passion for gaming, and then just grew from there. And so we want to help other people find that same kind of that same dynamic with others. And you know, sometimes I know I've had people tell me like, I've never really had friends to talk about gaming with, or, you know, or people to play with. And that's really the point of the Discord is community, so that, you know, we can get together and chat. And we have a very active Animal Crossing server in the Discord. And I know you guys have been in it more often. Jen, like you're really enjoying it, right? Getting a little more involved?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And I had hopped in a few times just like, hey, I'm really looking for this. Does anybody have it? And everyone's always like, oh yeah, here. You know, and you kind of get like 7 of them thrown at you if you want it. It's really awesome. But even more than that, it just was fun. Just doing exactly what you just said, kind of starting to build relationships, just talking about our week, and going to Hoffman's Island was really fun, and meeting up with people there because there were several of us there at one point. And yeah, it's just been a lot more fun to start to get to know people a little bit better than just the, hey, do you have the white rattan chair I'm looking for? But it's also a great resource because that's, you know, if there is something you're looking for, there's probably somebody there that can help you. So it's, unless you want to go to Hoffman's, then you don't have to ask anymore.
Right, true.
That's what I'm looking for too. I'm looking, like you said, Josh, to foster the relationships way beyond, like you've done, you know, the rattan chair or whatever, you know, like just finding out like, oh, this dog is, you know, someone's grand dog, or just different things like that, or how their week is going, or what good things or, you know, not so positive things are going on in their lives. Just more real, you know, just coming together and not just sharing gaming, but sharing life is what I'm really interested in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you say that like about the grand dog, like, yeah, we were on Demama, it was Demama's Island, right? And her island flag, and she has a sign out in front of her house, and it's her dog. And Jen, your island flag is your dog. Yep. You know, like it's an actual picture that has been converted into the design. And yeah, it's really cool to see that kind of stuff. And what's really interesting too, as you visit other people's islands and just can chat with them, they tell story. Like as we were on one island yesterday, there was a gravesite for Raymond, and we don't know. It was a mystery. We said, what happened? And they said, don't ask.
Yeah.
Talk about it. Yeah. I really want to know that story.
I know.
Yeah. So there's fun little mysteries, and just, you know, you wonder what you can see some of that person come through in their island. Like what is it that made them design something this way or that way? And there's just so much fun to be had there. And so that's what we really we just want to encourage community, and encourage you guys just to sometimes it can be a little scary, like just putting yourself out there and, you know, taking that step. But we saw it yesterday with Dancing in the Dark.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah, she was like, hey, I listened to the podcast and just decided to sign up. And so here I am. And she was our last island tour. Yeah. And you guys can check out all the highlights of the tours over on my YouTube channel. I'll be rendering the video after this show. And it was snowing on her island, and she was into the Grateful Dead, and her husband both had a house on the island, and you guys, the three of you guys looked like twins, basically. It was pretty funny. And it was just cool to have somebody new get into the mix. So
I loved it.
It can be a little scary, but take that step.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That was one of the big things we talked about. Sorry, Jen.
No, you go.
That was one of the big things we talked about yesterday was her, listening to the podcast and coming over. And we were just so excited about that. Yes, the islands were great and everything, but just how many people kind of ended up showing up and the fact that they're coming from different avenues and she just put herself out there, not being around in the community or whatever, and just kind of coming and saying, hey, I'd like to do this and I'd like to be part of it. And I just hope that continues with more people who are listening to this. And to kind of add a little bit to that too, I mean, I was one of those people who are in that situation. I didn't really have a lot of people who played games in real life. We just kind of go and take care of our kids or our family or run around and do different things and get so busy. And then, so putting myself out there has, even still now, is very scary for me, but it's just, it kind of all goes away once you feel comfortable and you start talking to these people. It just seems real and it's really nice.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and even if it's not like, even if you want to like hang out and start to get to know people, like you don't have to sign up for an island tour. Like in the Discord, there's a lot of people I notice will put in there like when Celeste is on their island or they're having falling stars, and I've and that's just the perfect time just to hop over and you just kind of hang out, and I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. So there's lots of ways to get involved if the island tour scares you, but at the same time, don't let it scare you too much because it's fun. It's there's no rules to it. You just do you, and it's a lot of fun to see everybody's different views on things, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And I even loved that what was it, October, whenever we did the tours in October, and we went to that one person's island, and you just had to follow these certain tiles and then find them, like hide and go seek or something like that. And even though we weren't doing a whole like full-blown tour, it was really nice to just pop over there really quick, and they had something like for us to do and interact with. I thought that was cool.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it doesn't have to be your whole island and every corner. It can just be little things here and there or whatever.
Yeah. And sometimes we get inside of our own heads, and it's just like if we just back away and just realize, hey, this is fun. There's no judgment here. This is just fun, and this is neat.
Yeah, for sure. Because I think that's another thing. Like, I know in October, I remember in chat, some people were like, oh, I don't know if we should come to my island now after seeing, whoever we were just on. And I think that's an easy reaction to have. But every single island we went to, I was so impressed by. And I'm like, I'm so glad they didn't back out, because we would have totally missed out on that. So I think it's just fun to see the uniqueness. And there's just, it still amazes me how different everybody's island can be. With almost the same exact items. So it's really fun.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be a whole huge area if you want us to come to your island. I mean, you could just section off a small area and just do your own rendition of the holidays that are coming up.
Yeah, exactly.
See that. And then you could just like slowly,
Right. Yeah, because it's a lot of work to do your whole island.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot. But to have like one area that you want to change up for the seasons or whatever is totally fun too. So.
And the thing is, like, there's a way to do voice chat in Discord. You just jump into the one of the voice chat channels with some headphones on, and you can actually converse with people. And doing the Celeste thing is great. Demama had Celeste trapped on her beach. At one point, she was just staring like this blank. Stare on her face, like staring into and I was like, blink twice if you're being held against your will, Celeste. It was, I don't know, it was pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, that's a good reason just to go and hang out and get a bunch of star bits and get to know people. And it's pretty much a daily occurrence. And the other thing that I still see, there's notifications often, is people are wanting turnips, and there's new people getting this game every day.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right? There's going to be new people that probably look for this show, find it, and they may not have everything. They may not have an excess of bells. And so playing the stock market and everything is still really, really new and fun. And so it gives us a chance to just kind of work together and
I've always loved, like, I've had a lot of people reach out to me, especially earlier on, but as they started the game and just needed help, whether it's getting certain fruit you don't have, or if you need help with a few bells to get you started. Like, I love doing that. So if there is anybody, especially with the holidays coming, if this is something under your tree and, whatever, you just want a little bit of a help. Like, some people want it, nope, I want to do it all myself and I don't want any spoilers, and that's totally fine. But if you need, cherries or oranges, I'd love, find me on Instagram, because I love being able to help people like that. It's fun.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And plus, like, your island doesn't have to be completely put together. So if this is something like you were saying that you get under the Christmas tree for, or under the tree for, whatever the holiday is, or it's nice to see people's islands grow and transform.
Yeah.
Looking back at my pictures from the beginning all the way until now, it's just like, wow.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
So, changing topics a little bit, something came out with Animal Crossing Pocket Camp that allows you to take photos with your campers.
Yeah.
There's a cool new AR mode that I've only just messed around a little bit with, but it kind of makes me want to play the game again, because the more campers you get, the more people you can, or the more campers you can use to take. So right now, like, my favorite camper I have on my island, I believe, is Rolled, but I'm like, where I need Axel, I need some other characters. You can also do virtual tours of, like, I haven't spent much time with it yet, but I want to start throwing up some content with it, because it's kind of cool, and it's like a whole new way to jump into Animal Crossing from, like, a first person perspective. And so I know you probably haven't messed with it much, right, Jen? No, we've just seen the video. Belle, have you messed with it at all? Have you even touched Pocket Camp?
No, not at all.
Yeah, so there we will talk about it a little bit more next time, but I just want people aware of it. If you pick that game up and you haven't dusted it off in a while, jump in and check out the AR stuff. It's kind of cool. You can build little virtual sets that your animals can hang out, and I've got, like, different Mario furniture that I can place, and then put the camper with the furniture, and they could be sitting on my dining room table or sitting next to me on the couch or whatever. There's some fun to be had there. But
yeah.
Lastly, let's talk about time traveling. Jen's looking at me right now. I think.
Well, I have a question really quick about your Pocket Camp thing. Did
you
say that you had
Rolled the penguin?
Yeah. Does he like a dab of ranch?
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
I thought it was side of ranch.
Side of ranch. Okay. These two play way too much Fortnite, if you guys are wondering. Like, this may turn into an Animal Crossing / Fortnite podcast if things keep going the way they are. So,
might not like that, though, because then we might have to tell everybody how we're always having to pick him up, or
right,
literally carry him.
Yeah. Yes, that's true.
All right. Moving right along to time traveling.
Oh.
So this is kind of one of those things that, like, the community is somewhat split on. This, like, okay, let's rewind a little bit. There was a day that apparently I signed in a couple of times from like turning my Switch on or off, and I get a message from Belle like, What's the current time on your island right now? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like,
date and time. I need to know right now.
Date and time right now. I was like, what are you talking about? And so yeah, she was seriously watching. But part of the community in Animal Crossing loves to time travel, right? Nintendo doesn't love it. They try to discourage people from doing it. In the original game, you had a really ugly weed that would show up on your island that was like an indicator that you time traveled. And
how would you know this?
What?
Can you tell us how you would know about this ugly weed that would show up when you time travel?
It was in Nintendo Power.
Oh.
I read about it in the magazine.
Uh-huh. What issue was that?
Say you saw it on your island.
The Animal Crossing
issue.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Well, then I had to test it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had to test it.
Here comes the truth.
Right.
but not on my main island.
Your town? They were town?
Yeah, not on my main town. It was It was my side town.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
Could you not get rid of the weed?
No, it was there.
It was
permanent.
Nice.
Big and
So it's
ugly.
like super indicator, like cheater.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, and I don't know. I don't know if it was like permanent. I think if you like didn't time travel for like 6 months, it might have disappeared or something. But I don't remember exactly. And so like, what if Nintendo really cracked down and was like, you're gonna get like a stamp of like we're gonna put like, what if it was random weeds that you couldn't terraform around, or what would you think of that, Jen? In the current, you'd be sad. So she's flipped. She's flipped. She used to be anti, time traveling, like, and now.
Not her fault though.
No,
that's true. Thank you. It is not my fault.
Well, talk about why your niece is the one that really kind of changed your mind on this.
So it's true. I've always been very against time traveling. And I still am. But so here it is. This is why. Because Christmas and snow are my favorites. In real life and in game. And so what's hard for me, like I experienced this mostly like with the Halloween, for instance, there was quite a few things I didn't get until that Halloween event. And even the Turkey Day stuff, they give you all those items you get on Turkey Day, but I don't want to decorate with them at that point. Like I want to decorate in real life. I decorate my house for the whole month. And when it comes to Christmas, 2 months before the holiday. And I hate waiting until the big day to finally get all the items, because then it's over and I want to experience it ahead of time. So I've struggled with like wanting to decorate my island for Christmas. And I've talked about this before. It's going to be a big deal, and I want to share my dream code and, do the island tours and whatnot. But I couldn't wait to get the items, or it wouldn't have happened. And so I had to struggle with that. Like, I haven't tried to, I haven't time traveled to Toy Day to try and experience. Like, I don't want to experience the holidays or the events early, but I did need some snow and some snowflakes and a few things. So, and then, yes, because I felt kind of guilty about it and I was struggling, I was over at my niece's, and she has New Leaf, and she's so cute because randomly it'll just be Christmas on her town or in her town, and my sister will kind of be like, hey, that's cheating. And then her response is, you know what? It's my favorite. And so I want it to be Christmas. I'm going to make it Christmas. I'm like, you know what? I can do that too. So I do. I love Christmas. And so I'm like, why not just enjoy it and get the items I need? So that's where I'm at. And I honestly, it was even hard for me to go to Hoffman's and catalog everything, because at the beginning of the game, I was nope, I want to find it on my own. But then how frustrating it got to not be able to decorate. Like, it took me forever to do my house because I had to wait and get the right items. And part of that's fun, but part of it's like, I just want to get this set up and enjoy it. And now I'm able to. So.
Well, plus I missed out. So time traveling doesn't always have to go forward. It could also go backwards.
Correct.
So I missed out on the whole fireworks thing. And because of birthdays and different life stuff. So then I traveled backwards, and it was amazing. And I just wanted, kind of like your niece, I just kind of wanted to keep going back there, you know? But they do have the roaches,
Yeah.
So I experienced that, and I despise bugs. And so when the roach was in my house, I was freaking out. I had my net out. I was trying to catch it. I couldn't catch it. I was running around. Like, I was literally screaming in real life, like, this bug won't go away. And I was just spinning all around. And then my person accidentally stepped on the roach, and his poor little soul went up. And I was just like, I felt bad for the roach.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, there will be roaches, but they at least, after you get rid of a few of them, you're good.
Right.
A few of them. Girlfriend.
You had a lot, huh?
No, I had one.
Oh,
It
one?
sounds like your house might be infested.
I was going to say, sometimes there's more than one. Usually I feel like there's 2 or 3, but I don't know.
Ew.
So what you used to do, you could try and run around and chase them, or you could just move your furniture back and forth a couple times and it would squish them. Because they've been in every game. Like, it's not even just time traveling. It's just if you haven't played for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you didn't play for a month or so, they would probably be there too.
When you guys time traveled, did you come out of your house and then your hair was all disheveled and you're like...
Yes, I've had that happen. But my other character, I haven't played in several months. And so I was playing as that character, and that was the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well... we want to hear from you guys. Let us know in the Discord. What do you think about time traveling? Are you for it? Are you against it? And I think, honestly, if people are just having fun, probably the frustrating thing for people that don't time travel is seeing stuff that you don't want to see. Jen's playing on the TV and our girls walk down who both play and they're like, I can't see the screen right now. Yeah. I don't want to look. I don't want to see the snow.
And I totally get that because that was me too, scrolling Instagram like, don't look at this. I almost cried the first time I went to your Southern Hemisphere. I wasn't even thinking about it. And I was doing it. I used to do catalog parties and we used that island. And I was all excited and I'm flying over and there was snow and I almost cried because I'm like, no, I can't see this. Like, no. So I totally understand that feeling too. I like to experience things when they are meant to be experienced, but I also don't want to miss out on the full fun of the experience. So I've had to, I don't know. It is what it is.
It takes a while, to, for example, to do what you're doing, or even with the mushrooms. Crafting. And so if you want to have something set up for that holiday, that is kind of a little bit of the miss of the mark that I feel like Nintendo did with putting the items out so late, because even in real life, no one, goes out on Halloween and scoops up some extra skeletons or whatever, and then decides to put them out that day.
Right.
It's not how it really happens.
But the first year is the only time that will happen.
And that's true, too.
Oh.
That's, we'll have, unless you sell them and you have to remake them and need supplies and stuff.
Yeah, but you'll have the
DIYs.
You'll have the DIYs now, and, so the first year is really the only year we're going to have to do it. But I think Nintendo's going to continue supporting this game and giving us new items, so...
That's what I was hoping. I was thinking, well, every season that kind of comes around, maybe we don't have that same,
because there's definitely right. I'm already dreading Egg Day. They've got to improve. Yeah, it would be nice if they changed things up and improved things. I'm
still gonna be on my high from the crossover with Super Mario Brothers, so I don't Egg Day can do whatever.
Yeah,
I'm so excited that there's gonna be a crossover with.
Right.
I really think it's gonna be a holiday. I think March 10th is gonna. I think Mario's gonna show up, or somebody's gonna don a Mario costume similar to the way they donned the Easter Bunny costume, and that would be fun. Because somebody's like, "Well, will he talk in game? Will he?" And I'm like, "Who knows?" You get Charles Martinet going, "Oh, it's a me." I don't know, but yeah. I'm just.
Is this a real thing, or you're just kind of hoping?
No, it's a real thing.
We don't know to what extent.
I don't know the details. I'm hoping that it's a holiday because March 10th is Mario Day, right? And so, but they haven't given any details yet. They've just said in March there is a crossover with Super Mario Brothers of some kind. So, we don't know. We don't know yet what it is, but I mean, I could see them going that route and.
Yeah, it could be fun.
Just loading us up with Mushroom Kingdom items and, because I mean, there's really not I don't think there's a holiday that they celebrate in March in Animal Crossing. So it would give us an event for that month.
Well, and it's kind of fun because they're working on all their Mario or Nintendo World locations. And so you could make your own Nintendo World island.
Oh, that would be pretty neat. Yeah. Yeah. So, I would love it.
Yeah.
I would love it. All right. Well,
I do have a question real quick before we go.
Yep.
Ben, was it snowing on your island today?
Depends on.
Okay.
It depends on. I don't know. I do want to get my island finished and go back to real time because I'm excited to experience the first snowfall. But, yeah, I don't know.
Because mine's today, because I noticed it's not snowing here, and it's snowing for the first time on my island today.
Oh, that's exciting.
But that's really interesting. Why would it be snowing on my island and not on Josh's?
Well, everybody has different weather. One of the islands we visited yesterday was their first snowfall of the year. So you will experience different weather to an extent.
Does that mean it's going to keep snowing every day?
I think you're going to start to see more. And then at some point, it will completely cover and then stay until spring. Okay. As the experience from other games anyway. So you'll see flurries start to fall, and then I don't know what day it is that all of a sudden it's just snow. So it's pretty fun. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I love it. Did we want to ask people if they had any game kind of ideas? Put it in the Discord?
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like Josh was saying, we've talked about doing timers with fishing. We'd like to do some treasure hunts where you just dig up things. And there could be point systems. But if you guys have ideas, let us know because I think this would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And hopefully we plan on putting something together soon. So if y'all are interested,
we definitely want to. We've been talking about it. So here we wanted to have a little bit more details and we don't have it completely ironed out yet. So keep an eye on Discord though, because we'll definitely put the details there. And if it doesn't happen before our next show, we'll announce it then, but it might happen sooner than that. So we want to kind of kick off December with a fun little game event thing is our thought.
Be like a triathlon. You got to go for sea creatures, fish, and bugs. So
that could be fun too. There's a lot of things we could do. We might need a second, I think we kind of need a second gaming island.
Yeah.
That is set up for events. I think that could be fun.
Right.
So join the Discord, keep an eye on the AC section there, and we'll put in details because we may have something coming up this week.
There you go. Well, Jen, where can people find you? Oh, go ahead, Belle.
We were also talking about maybe once a month getting together and all of us jumping into a Discord and just kind of hanging out and talking. And it doesn't necessarily have to be game talk, just hanging out and getting to know each other a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure. I think that'd be fun. So, and it's something where if we wanted, we could visit each other's islands while we're chatting, or you can just be working on your own island. Sometimes it's like, oh, I'd love to visit, but I really just need to catch this last fish I'm looking for or whatever, or trying to clean up the spot. So we could just play your own island and just chat, but it would be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So, where can we find you?
Well, at Animal Crosser Jen. I've been posting more regularly on Instagram, and guys, I picked up my TikTok again. So at Animal Crosser Jen on TikTok and Instagram is all my Animal Crossing related photos and videos, and then N64 Jen.
There you go.
I almost said Josh.
Yeah, you did. That's great. Belle, where can we find you?
Just Belle of Disney and Discord.
All right. That's n64josh.com/Discord if you guys want to jump in there. You can find me everywhere as N64Josh. And like I said, I'm going to have a little bit more fun with this AR stuff in Pocket Camp. So you can check out my Instagram and my TikTok for some content there. And stay tuned. I'm going to spend some time on my island this week showing how to do a U-cut tree farm, where you just have tiny little Christmas trees, and how to go about doing that. We talked about it, I think, in an episode or two ago. And so there's going to be some more AC content coming out there. And
I have a request.
Oh, okay.
Could you show us how to build an incline?
Oh my gosh. I was like, I thought we were going to get through the episode.
You thought.
I thought.
So close.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And I did want to say, if anybody's listening to this, Josh has one really funny TikTok that he put up about something that happened on our island tours yesterday. So if you get a chance, go check out N64 Josh's TikTok. And
yes, definitely.
Let us know what you think in his comments.
Yeah, there's a highlight that I thought we were going from PG to R real quick. Real quick. So yeah, we had to pump the brakes on that one. It It was a good time, but it was really following the theme of the day and all the statue and everything.
It was very
so
fitting. Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
That's great.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.